Hey, look, it's me in my car again. Different location this time, though. Today it's the laundromat. So I'm kind of up against the clock, but kind of wanted to share something that I've been kicking through and kind of fighting myself with. And I figure if I'm fighting myself with it, at least one other person's fighting with it, maybe get something out of it. So, anyway, let's talk about value. And in particular, each of us and our own individual value. Hey, Stacy, nice to see you. I can give you so many stories where I've had this idea or cool thing I've wanted to sell or something I've wanted to write, and I've either eaten it because I thought nobody's going to want any part of this shit, or I've become really selective as far as who I want to show it to, trying to find the safe havens. And it doesn't really work. You're just keeping yourself in your own bubble. You don't realize what opportunities you might be denying yourself. Hey, Gwen, nice to see you. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, gosh. And, even with wanting to share things like pages and groups, and you're like, you start to eliminate people off the top of your head. Like, oh, this person isn't going to want to hear my shit. This is so not in their lane. No worries. I'm just glad you got to stop by. And it's really funny because it seems like a lot of that holding back turns into, oh my God, I'm not selling anything later. Oh my God. And then you start getting all kinds of crazy, desperate, and we've all seen plenty of that in our timelines. People desperate to, and it seems like there's no middle ground. But what if you saw it in a different way? What if we got past our own little shitty stories about how we would duck and weave the salesperson when we went into Best Buy or in some other store, or if you saw somebody with a briefcase going up and down the street, you just kind of lay low. Or you remember the doors that got slammed in people's faces. All right, well, what's up, Big Dave? Good to see ya. What if those stories were just simple examples of people being unable to handle their shit? Okay. What if you are eliminating somebody that desperately needs to hear what you have to say? See, when you hide your gifts and hide your skills from people, you know what? Yeah, of course, you're denying them the opportunity to say, look, it's not for me. And that's perfectly okay. They have the right to say no. And they can walk away and do their own thing. So, okay, you now have that information. Such and such is not interested in that. Okay, thank you. But what if they were? And you messed up an opportunity to connect with somebody who in turn was going to sing your praises to a bunch of other people you never even imagined. Or just exactly as you said, my God, I've been looking for you my whole life. You never know, that can happen. And, as Emily says, just because you think you know who wants to hear from you, you have no idea. You're not in their head. You're in yours, probably way too much. And when I say you, I mean me. But anyway, that's a thing. What's the worst that could happen? And don't let your monkey mind have fun, because it'll give you this delusion. Oh, you're going to end up broke and living in the street and all those other things. And yeah, certain things have happened to people. And I'm going to steal a line that Dave gave to me. A lot of times it's a matter, sometimes things just break perfectly wrong in a bunch of different directions. And you know what? It could happen. The odds are really not in your favor of that, though. But let's turn this around for a second. What if you had a home run sitting in your pocket and you just ate it? You don't know. You just don't know. And it's a matter of how you frame it. It's a matter of how you word it. And you know who you don't let word? You don't let that frickin' monkey mind make that determination. You get to frame your own story. Let go of the expectations. Let go of the anxieties. Let go of all these crazy worst case scenario situations. Just throw your stuff out there. Bye, Gwen. Take care. You win or you learn. That's all. And even with the bad is, you know what? A business, sometimes business fails. I've had that happen. I've been in a rough place financially because of that. I didn't die. I, licked my wounds for a few years and I got back on the horse. Whether it works out or not, who the hell knows? I can't tell the future, but in the moment right now, everything feels right. So, if things that I'm saying really appeal to you or really something rings a bell, and if you're interested in, working with me to try to reframe some of your story or some of your what's going on in here, or trying to work through something that feels a little overwhelming to you, hit me up. We'll see if we're a fit. If you're interested in kind of having more of these conversations, I've got my group up Team Beacon. I've got links everywhere around here. If you're interested, either click on that, or if you can't find it, shoot me a message. I'll hook you up. And I am working on putting together a package where, for a little bit a month, I'm thinking like for, $10 a month through a Patreon membership. Basically just keep working and, building a team where we can kind of work through our stuff. And it's going to include some bennies, like a signed copy of my first book, and access to a couple of projects that I'm going to be putting out soon. So, for the price of a kind of shitty dinner a month, you get more of me. It's not a bad deal. And it's there, it's available if it appeals to you. And that's the whole beauty of it, is I can kind of come out here and, just kind of speak what's in my, in my heart on a particular day, or share something I have to offer. And I don't even know how many people I've got connected. I don't know, 17, 16, whatever the number is. 14 or 1,500 are either going to scroll by or be like, oh, who's that? Or otherwise not care. You'll have a couple, you'll have a section that kind of lurk and they kind of are listening but don't really want to commit to anything. Others will, kind of dab the toes in, and then you never know. You just need a few to be all in and really want to work with you. And then it kind of goes from there. It really only takes a small amount. You don't need the whole world to love you. You just need your people to. And everybody's got their tribe out there. It's just some of us stop looking. And that's about all I got to say today. And I probably should go and get my stuff out of the dryer before somebody else does. And I see somebody running up the street with my sweatshirts. So, everybody that came in even for a little bit, thanks for stopping by. Much love. And anything, appeals to you and you want to talk about it some more, leave a message or leave a comment, hit me up. We'll talk soon. Much love. Bye.